All right, today we are moving on to 4.3, which is point slope form. Point slope form is written so this is point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1. Okay, so this might seem like a lot. That's because it's new to you. The things that we are going to change when we are done with our equation. This will be a number, this will be a number, and that will be a number. So the only thing in that equation that will still be there are the y, the first y and the first x. When we see this, let's just go right into the examples. It says write an equation of a line that passes through the point 4, -3. It has a slope, so that's m, of -4. So we're going to use this right here to plug these in. We know this would be the x1 because it's the first x. This is y1 because it's the first y. So when we do this, all we're doing is rewriting this problem. Y minus y1, so that's -3. I'm going to put it in parentheses since we have a minus sign before it, equals m is -4 times the quantity x minus our x1, which is 4. That is in point slope form there. The last thing we do is just to make sure we simplify it. So if we have a minus and a negative back to back, that just means plus. We know that if we have a minus and a negative sign, we change that to addition. Y plus 3 equals -4. We say times the quantity x minus 4. So all we did here was substitute -3 in for y1. We substitute 4 in for x1. And we substitute -4 in for m. All right, next one. It gives us this equation right here. Y plus 2 equals 2/3 times the quantity x minus 3. And what it asks us is it says identify what x and y1 are and tell us what the slope is. So we're going to have m equals, when you find out what the slope is, it also wants us to identify what x1 and y1 are. So when we're doing this, to find the slope, we're going to look at what's where the m is. So the slope would be 2/3. That's easy. Now when we're looking for x1, that's right here, remember. So what is x1? A lot of people look at this and they're going to say -3 equals x1. But remember, it's going to be minus whatever x1 is. So this minus is part of our equation. So x1 is just 3. Because it's x minus whatever x1 is. Y1, it would be y minus whatever y1 was. So this would be y minus -2. So our y1 was -2. So if you're not following and understanding what is going on here, what you do need to know is it's just x1 is going to be the opposite of whatever it looks like. Y1 is the opposite of whatever it looks like. This looks like it's a +2, so y1's -2. This looks like it's -3, so x1's +3. The reason for that is the subtraction signs in our equation. All right, let's look at another one. We're given the point, we don't need to do that. 1, 9. M equals negative 3. So we're just going to use that equation there. Y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1. Now it's just a matter of substituting our points in. So when we look at this, this would be x1, this is y1. So it's going to be y minus what y1 is, 9, equals what m is, negative 3, times the quantity x minus x1 is 1. There it is. All right. Go ahead and write one for, say, negative 4, 8, with a slope of m equals 1/2. So when we do this, y minus 8 equals m, which is 1/2, times the quantity x minus negative 4. We can simplify this over here, so it's going to be y minus 8 equals 1/2 times the quantity x plus 4. Let's look at an example. We'll do a couple like this. If you were given this problem, y minus 4 equals 2 times the quantity x minus 4. I want you to identify the slope and what x1, y1 are. Same thing, if we just keep on referring back to this, what's in green up here, the slope's easy, it's 2. x1's right here. So x1 is, remember x1's whatever's right here, so it's positive 4. y1 is also positive 4. Remember, it's the opposite of what it looks like there. And let's look at another one. What if we had something, oh, that marker is shot. Let's go y plus 7 equals 3x, because you'll see one of these like this on your homework. All right, so identify the slope and then the x1 and y1. Okay, the slope would be whatever's here, so that's 3. y1's easy to identify because it's just the opposite of what's over here, minus 7. And then what is the x1 going to be? Okay, so this would be like x minus 0. That's why you just leave it as 3x. So this would be 0 here. Let me double check one of them for you. Yeah, so if there's nothing there, it's just like it's 0. Because if you took this use distributed property, 3 times x is 3x, 3 times 0 is 0. So that's why you just see it as 3x. Let me check if there's any more. What if we were given 2 points? What if we were given 2 points? And hopefully you can see this still. Let's say we were given the points let's say 3, 2, 3, and 4, 4. Okay, so in order to write an equation like this, we need two things. We need to know the slope and one of the points. So when we have to write in slope-intercept form, what we did last week, we just needed the slope and y-intercept. Now we just need to know the slope and one of the points. So remember, to find slope when we know 2 points, we do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. All right, so let's look at this. x1, y1, x2, y2. So in order to complete this problem, we are going to subtract. y2 is 4 minus y1, which is 3. x2 is 4 minus x1, which is 2. 4 minus 3 is 1. 4 minus 2 is 2. So that is our slope. So we know our slope. We know one of our points. If you wanted to use this point, feel free to use it. I'm always going to use that first point. So now all we have to do is write it in this form right here. I will pick red. So I'm going to do y minus, what's our y1? We go back here, it's 3, equals m times the quantity x minus x1, which is 2. So so that's a different way of looking at that. That's with 2 points put in slope-intercept form. All right. Let me double check the camera. Just looking at answers now. Number 1, we are given the point 1, 9, and m equals -3 in order to solve that. So it's going to be y minus 9 equals -3 times the quantity x minus 1. Let's go to number 3. Y minus 6 times the quantity 4 times the quantity x plus 5. Number 5, y plus 7 times the quantity -1/2 7, y plus 4 equals 2/3 times the quantity x minus 6. Number 9, y equals, if you put y plus 0, that is okay, but simplify would be just y equals. Let's go to 21. Y plus 8 equals -3 times the quantity x minus 1. So 25. Y minus 4 equals 1/4 times the quantity x minus 9. And in order to do 25, I'll solve it out for you real quick. We were given the points 9, 4, and 17, 6. x1, y1, x2, y2. Remember, in order to write in point slope form, we need to know the slope and one of the points. So to find the slope, remember we do y2 minus y1 equals x2 minus x1. So it's going to be 6 minus 4 over 17 minus 9. 6 over 4 is 2, or 6 minus 4 is 2. 17 minus 9 is 8. That simplifies to 1/4. So now we just plug it in. 1/4 went there, and then there's y1, and there's x1. $27 came out to y plus 8 equals 3 over 2 times the quantity x minus 3. 29, you just had to do part B. 29b would have been 982.9 thousand visits. Some of you guys might have done it a little differently, which is fine. If you have questions on that, let me know. And then 31, the only thing you have to do on 31 is tell me how many people per square mile. It's 12.57.